Hello friends, so welcome to English Grammar Tenses Core. So in this video, first of all we will go through with the present simple tense. Okay, then let's move forward. So first of all I'll tell you what we will see in this present simple tense video lecture. Okay, so first of all we will go through with agenda. So in agenda we will learn when we use simple present tense in real life world. Okay, then after that we will go through with some affirmative, means nothing but a positive, negative and interrogative sentences with the help of be verb. So be verb means am, is, are. Okay, then after that we will go through with wh question sentences. So you know very well. So w, so there are five keywords comes in a w. For example, why, where, when, whom, what, and h stands for how. So this type of sentences also we can see in this video session. Then after that we will see simple present tense sentences with other verbs, right? So we will see with be verb. Be verb means am, is, are. Apart from that we will go through with some regular and irregular verbs also. We will make sentences with the help of other verbs. Then after that we will go through with when we use do and does in simple present tense, and also we will go through with the logic of do and does. Apart from that we will go through with some sentences. Then after that we will go through with have or has. So means when we use have or has in present simple tense. Okay, then let's move towards the new slide. So first of all we will see when we use simple present tense. Okay, so simple present tense is used to make simple statements of fact. So right now I'll just explain these things, and in the upcoming slides I'll elaborate all these things with in depth. Okay, so when we use simple present tense for repeated actions, means every day, always, often, sometimes, usually, never. So means with the help of these words we denote a frequency of any particular activity. Then after that we will use to describe things that are always true. Then after that we'll see things in general. Okay, to express habits, general truth, unchanging situation, emotions and wishes. Mean for example, the sun rises, okay, and I wake up in the morning. So this type of things we used to present with the help of simple present tense. Okay, let's move towards the next slide. So in this slide we will see simple present tense with be verb. So be verb means nothing but am, is, are. So here you need to understand one thing when we use am, is, are. Okay, so these are the subject. Okay, so this subject comes in a singular, means for a single person we use this subject, or also we can say subject or person. Okay, and these are the plural. Okay, then here we will see for I we use am, for you we use are, and for he, she and it we use is. Okay, so here we need to understand one thing. This is the first person, this is the second person, and this is the third person. Means first person we use I, for second person we use you, and third person we use he, she, it. And here we will see some contraction of these two words. For example, I am, you are, you are. Okay, so here we will see this type of things, and now we will go through with some examples. So simple present tense with be verb, here we will see some examples. For example, I am Nita, I am an Indian. So I is the subject or person, am is the be verb, Nita is the noun. Okay, so this is the contraction of these two words. Okay, so I am an Indian. Okay, so he is an engineer. So he is the person or subject, is the be verb. Okay, and so this type of things we use with the help of be verb. Okay, for example, she is my friend, she is very happy. It is a laptop, it is an expensive. We are friends, we are also relative. You are late for breakfast, you are hungry. They are delicious chocolates, they are sugar free. Okay, then let's move towards the next slide. So in this slide we will see how we create questions with positive way with the help of be verb. So what we do when we want to ask question to someone, so in this case we just replaced subject with the be verb. Okay, so in the previous lecture, you in the previous slide you already saw. So subject comes first, then after that be verb comes, right? but when we want to ask a question, in that case we just need to replace these two things. Okay, means am I, okay, so here is the question mark, am I an Indian, are you from America? So this type of sentences we can create. So here we will see some examples in depth. For example, am I late today, is he Indian or American, is she tall or short, is it time for lunch, are you interested in dance, are we doctor, are they American? Okay, so when we want to ask question to someone, and in that sentence if the be verb is present, means if am is or is present, then we just need to replace the be verb with the subject. Okay, so this is the basic formula. Okay, then let's move towards the next slide. So this slide we will go through with some how we can ask WH questions with the help of be verb, right? So this is the positive way. WH stands for W. In W there comes 5 keywords, for example who, what, when, where, why, and H stands for how. Okay, so for example where, okay, I am, okay, so means I am asking someone where I am, and someone, suppose I am is in India, then someone will say you are in India, right? So this type of sentences we can create with the help of this thing. Okay, then let's move forward, we will go through some examples. Okay, so what is your last name, so what is your last name, so is, this is our be verb. Okay, so what is your last name, what is your mother middle name, what are their state, why are they sad, where are they live, how is the weather. Okay, so this type of sentences we can create with the help of WH keywords. Okay, so here we will see present simple tense with other verbs. Okay, so means with the help of other verbs how we can create simple sentences. So first of all we will see the structure or syntax of this. Subject means I, you, he, she, it, you, we, they. So these are the plural and these are the singular. Okay, so this is the first person, this is the second person, and these are the comes in a third person. Okay, so V1 means the verb base form or verb's first form, and plus if the person is singular, means for third person, for he, she, it, we use yes with verb or yes or yes. Okay, so here we need to understand for I means here you need to understand one thing. So this thing is applicable only if we are talking about the third person means he, she, it, right? Only in this case we need to add yes or yes with the verb. Okay, so subject plus verb 1. So here we will see subject is I come. Okay, I go. So we are talking about the first person, right? So that is why we don't have need to use this. In second person also you come, you go, right? In this case also we don't have need to use this, but for third person we need to add yes or yes. So that is why here we will see he comes, so I added yes here, she comes, it comes. Okay, so in this syntax we used s. Okay, and when we use yes, if is there any particular verb ends with y, for example cry, it will become cries, means CRIES. Okay, so let's go through with some examples. Here we will see I come, you go, he cries. Okay, so CRY becomes CRIES. Okay, she laughs. Okay, so I added s here. It reads. Okay, I added s here, right? They come, we come. So in this sentences we can see I did not add any yes with verb, yes or yes with verb, right? Because first person and second person we don't add yes or yes. Only for third person is he, she, it, only we use yes or yes in this category. Okay, so negative form of the present simple tense. So here we will first of all we will see structures. What is the structure? Subject plus do, does plus not plus verb 1 plus object. Okay, so when we use do, does, or what is the criteria of usage of the do, does? If the be verb is not present in any particular syntax, only in that case we use do, does. Okay, for example if I will say I am from India. Okay, so I can ask question to someone, am I from India, right? But suppose in any particular sentence there is no be verb available, right? In that case we need to use do does to ask question to someone. Okay, so actually this is the negative sentence, so we will see I do not. Okay, I do not work, or simply we can, so this is the contraction, so this is the combination of these two words, right? Don't. So I don't work. Okay, she does not. For he she it we use does, and for first person, for second person, and for plural also we use do. So always remind these things in your mind. Okay, so and we use the verbs base or first form. Okay, only we use the do and does. Okay, then let's go through some example. Here we will see some example. I do not work. You don't go to school. Okay, so this is the first person, this is the second person, that is why we used do here. Okay, but for third person, for he and she, so these are the two things comes in a third person, so that is why we use does here. Okay, so they and we comes in a plural, so that is why we used do here. Okay, so you need to understand these formulas as well. Okay, then next is the yes or no question in present simple tense structure. Do does subject verb on plus object. Okay, so when we want to ask a question to someone, in that case for first and second person we use do, and for third person we use does. Okay, and here is the verb first form, and here is the question mark. Okay, so do you work? Okay, and question means we are asking to someone. There is no be verb present in this sentence, so that is why we used do and does here, right? So if the be verb is present, then we just need to replace the subject word with the be verb, and the question automatically will get create. So here we will see does she work. Okay, so let's go through some examples. Do you like chocolate? Does she speak French? Does it rain a lot in the India? Do they come? Okay, next is the when we use have or has in present simple tense. Okay, so we use have or has in simple present tense. Okay, so here we will see structure: subject plus have as plus object. So subject is the first person is I, second person is you, and third person is he she it. Okay, so for first person and plural we use have, and for third person we use has. Okay, so you have a phone. Okay, she has a phone, right? So let's go through with some examples. I have go to college, you have to come with me, we have a meeting at 12 p.m. She has great personality, he has great personality. So here we will see I used has here because she and he comes in a third person, and I used have here because uh, I is the first person, you is the second person, and we is the comes in a plural. Okay, so that is why I used have here. Okay, so right now we are done with the present simple tense. In next lecture we will go through with the simple present continuous tense. Thank you, bye, take care, and keep practicing.